I'm out riding on another warm fall day. It's 64 degrees, sunny, and a little windy, but it's perfect for the ride. While I was near Kalamazoo, Michigan, I got a call from my friend Notre Dame Joe. He asked if I wanted to go to a football game this Saturday at 4 p.m. I immediately thought back to the last time I was in South Bend, Indiana, almost 50 years ago to date, for a basketball game. After a few minutes, I said yes, before I even considered the logistics of how I would actually get there. The first hurdle was getting to our meetup location, Three Rivers, Michigan. From there, I plan to do a 63-mile ride to South Bend and hopefully be there by Friday evening. I decided to find a warm shower host near South Bend for a couple nights stay. I have to admit, the subscription has been well worth the money. I reached out to a host, got a quick response, and secured a place to stay. If you're not familiar with warm showers, I will leave a link in the description below where you can get additional information. Next, I had to map out the tour. I tried using Google Maps and All Trails, but there was not a lot of information. However, if you follow this channel, then you know I love an adventure fueled by spontaneity. I managed to hitch a ride to Three Rivers the next morning. I'm ready to go. I rode through town on Route 60 headed west, aiming for Niles, Michigan, making up 49 miles of my 63-mile journey. About 17 miles in, I entered the town of Vandalia. The name sounded familiar, and soon I realized that I saw the Underground Railroad Museum and the James Bowen's house. This town of 300 people, incorporated in 1875, was a major stop on the Underground Railroad. I wish I had more time to explore, but I was on a mission to reach South Bend before nightfall. At mile 47, I rode into Niles. I found myself a little winded. These rolling hills had taken a toll on my legs. Even though the wind wasn't heavy, there was a constant resistance. Instead of pushing the final 15 miles to South Bend, I decided to stay overnight at the Hampton Inn, especially since they had the free breakfast. I was tired, But I did manage to head out to Plaza Restaurant for a great perch dinner. The next morning, I hopped on the Indiana-Michigan River Valley Trail. It's a paved, flat, 12-mile trail between Niles, Michigan and South Bend, Indiana. It was about 50 degrees this morning, light winds. Another great day for riding. Once in South Bend, I picked up the trail along the St. Joseph River that led right into the University of Notre Dame's campus. This is where I met Joe. If you've ever been to a Notre Dame home football game, you've probably seen Joe walking around in his leprechaun suit. I thoroughly enjoyed riding through Notre Dame's campus. I checked in with my warm shower host, Tom, who lives about a mile from the stadium. I traded in my kit for my Notre Dame sweatshirt, then grabbed a snack, my phone, and hitched a ride toward the stadium. When we hit the corner of North Eddy Street and East Angela Boulevard, I tried to recall the view from 50 years ago, where small shops and houses used to stand. There are now modern condos and student housing. Since this was the homecoming game, Joe was decked out in his suit, ready to celebrate. As we walked toward the stadium, I can see why Joe loves wearing this leprechaun suit. He was taking pictures like he was a rock star for almost 2 hours.
The leprechaun in it.
Well, I got show my friends back home, so
Yes, get in
take
here,
a
Blake.
picture on
Come
mine
on.
too.
Get in here. All right.
It was at this point where I found out why Joe was insistent on coming over to the Golden Dome. Even though he's not part of the program, he gets to march with the band every time that he has his leprechaun suit on.
That's the gate we go in when it's time. Gate D.
We had incredible seats at the 50-yard line. I want to take this moment to thank Joe and the Holy Cross Brothers for the tickets to the game.
work together. Together, let's be the Notre Dame the world needs.
After the game, I walked through the sculpture park and ended up on Eddy Street Commons. On Sunday, Joe and I visited the Basilica of the Sacred Heart for an early Mass. Then Joe took me on the tour inside of the Golden Dome. Afterwards, I hitched a ride to Elkhart, Indiana. I hopped on my bike to ride the 1.3-mile Elkhart Riverfront Trail, which connects to the 3-mile Mishawaka River Walk Loop. It's a beautiful path along the St. Joe's River with plenty of scenery and art. This connected me to the East Bank Mishawaka River Path, a 9.8 flat, mostly paved stretch that brought me back to South Bend, Indiana. I wanted to thank Joe for getting me the tickets, and I found out that he had never been to Culver's and never heard of cheese curds, so this was a real treat. From there, I linked back up with the Indiana-Michigan River Valley Trail back to Niles. This is where I caught the 6 p.m. Amtrak train back to Detroit. Even though I love riding the area, I realized I really didn't have enough time to experience everything. I vowed to return next fall and really dive into the history and the beauty of this region. As a cyclist, you should always let out the kid in you that wants to explore. There is nothing like seeing the world at the pace of a bicycle. If you live in the South Bend area, please let me know in the comments below. Maybe, just maybe, we can meet up for a ride next fall. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and check out the season-ending finale coming up on the right side of your screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.